All right. Hi. It's been, a while. Apparently, it's been 2 years. 2 years. 2 years since I've filmed a reading and posted it on this channel. So hi, welcome back. Or welcome if you are new. My name is Vanessa, and this is Queen of Wands and Stars. This is where I do tarot. Okay. So, if you are here and you are ready for a reading, you're in the right place, and I want you to get yourself comfy. And if you need to get snacks, I've got some carrots and jicama here and some ranch dressing. I've also got tea. Have a sip. All right. I really am shocked that it's been 2 years since I've done any kind of reading for this channel and for you guys. And I've gone back and forth about like being on this channel, and ultimately I'm like, of course I should be here. Hello. This is very enjoyable. And yeah. So the last video that I posted, it was a Disney Villains video, like tarot, which is a deck that I own, and I'm intrigued. I'm kind of like, should we use that deck again in this reading? I kind of feel like it's speaking to me, actually. I had no idea. This was just gonna be like a check-in reading. Like, there's not really like a whole prompt behind it, or, I don't script anything. Obviously, you shouldn't really script tarot anyway, right? It's a little sagey. Get comfy, guys. And yeah, we're gonna work with the Villain Tarot. And I have to say, the reason why it's speaking to me is the past few years I was forced into taking a break from doing this kind of work because I do this work from home. I love doing this, and I love working from home. And there were lessons that I had to learn. There were some lessons I needed to learn. And at the time, my living situation was very not supportive of me doing this from home. Not that, like, mentally they weren't supportive, but just like there was just so much chaos, and it was so gnarly over here. Yeah, I'm a Californian, so hi. Shred in the nar. So yeah, it was gnar over here for a long time. And I really tried. I really still tried to just do this type of work anyway. And I was banging my Aries ram head into a brick wall. And I wore myself out, and eventually was like, you know what? I just need to I couldn't move out of the living situation. So I just needed to get a job that would take me away from the house during the day, that would put food on my table, allow me to pay rent, all the 3D physical reality kind of things, And as much as I enjoyed parts of the journey that I've been on the past few years, it has been really humbling, and it's been really challenging, and it's been really eye-opening. And things worked out. Things worked out. And so my living situation is incredibly peaceful now. Oh, my Piscean moon is like, oh, thank you. Oh my God, I just was in survival mode for the past few years, which brought out just like old ways of dealing with things. So my ego is really activated. My just like all of these characteristics that are within me. And I think within everyone, it's just sometimes we're like really tested or we're pushed to our limits. And I just felt like my nervous system was like any, all day, every day, wherever I went. And so I was smoking cannabis consistently. And since I decided to go and get a job, I was like, all right, if I have to do this, because I love working for myself, I love it. If I have to do this, what am I interested in? Like, which industry have I not dipped my toe into yet that, you know, like when I'm 90 years old looking back on my life would have been like, that would have been cool to experience that. I wonder what that would have been like. And so I, over the past 3 years, for a year and a half, was working in a restaurant. And actually, the best thing about it was that it was an Argentinian restaurant. And so my Spanish improved a lot. So that's just such a big gift and blessing that I got out of that life lesson time. And then I got a job after that, right after that, in the wine industry. Wow, hair's getting in my eyes. Hold on. Where is it? You hate that when that happens and you're like, huh. I wonder what message is in that. Something trying to like obscure my vision here. Interesante. So, I worked in the wine industry. Oh my gosh. I found it. Yeah. And gosh, so much fun in the wine industry. I am a geography. Hi, we're checking in. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm going to give you a little bit of background. If you're like already annoyed by this, like, bye, no problem. Or skip ahead to the reading, no problem. Okay. But for those of you that are like just interested, here's my story. Ish. In a nutshell. Just a little bit. Wow, wine. Super fun, actually. And not just because of the like drinking it fun, which I also partook in. Yes, I leaned into that. Yes. Very, very draining overall. Yes. Not the great. No. Fun? Sure. There are moments. Yeah, lots of moments of fun. But what was really, really fun about it, and ways that I think my brain and my mind and my experiential learning just like grew, were that I had no idea how interconnected geography and microclimates are into wine growing. And I live near wine country, California wine country, Central Coast, California wine country. And oh my goodness, just learning about all of that was really, really fun for me. Really fascinating. And the coolest thing, you guys, wait, lean in. The coolest thing, astrology came into wine. Oh my God, what? So biodynamic farming, which I honestly still can't really speak a whole lot on because I still don't even know that much about it, but a very cool topic. If you're interested in all this stuff, look into it. But we had on our computer in the tasting room, we had the Farmer's Almanac, like bookmarked, like saved. So you could click on it and see based off of the moon and what sign the moon was currently moving through, whether it would be a fruit day, a flower day, a leaf day, or a root day. What? Tickled my mind. And so in my year and a half of being in wine industry and talking to people about wine all day long, thus learning so much about it, I could start to tell when I would taste certain wines, because I wasn't paying attention to astrology all that much the past few years. Like, I still check in. I've got my Time Passages app. I like, which has upgraded recently. It's pretty rad if you're looking for your own like app. I think you have to pay for it now though. Anyway, we'll talk about more of that. And I have a whole astrology channel now that I am building. So we can talk more about that over there as well. If you'd like to follow me on that journey, you'll find me there eventually. Like, we're just starting back up here, people. But I could tell, especially there was a rosé. There was a rosé that we had, and it had watermelon flavoring in it. And I like, not flavoring, but the notes that come out naturally with this rosé were like strawberry, like the leaf of the strawberry, and also watermelon, especially like watermelon rind. Like, those were the notes that I'd pick up on the nose and on the palate. And I can't stand fermented watermelon anything. And so I actually really did not like this rosé. But we would need to taste through them frequently to make sure they were okay to serve. And yeah. So it's a lot of consumption of wine. Like, we're allowed to drink while we're working, you know? There was a lot of wine consumption. And so on days where I would taste the rosé and I would actually like it, I knew it was a leaf day. And I'd be like, wait, I'm gonna double check. And I'd be right. It'd be a leaf day. Leaf days are when the moon in wine, okay? If you're drinking wine, you're tasting wine, and you get especially certain like fruity or floral or grassy, like leafy greenery, or root. Then, okay, let me back up. Fruit days happen in fire signs. So when the moon is moving through Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, you get more fruit notes on wine. Flower days are when the moon is moving through an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You get more florals with the wine on those days. A leaf day is when the moon is moving through water sign. And so Pisces and Scorpio and Cancer, you'll get more of those grassy notes, which is why I liked the rosé, because it gave me more of that strawberry, and the strawberry, like when you get to the very end of a strawberry, right before the end, and you like don't want it to finish, it's super ripe and juicy and like delicious, and then you get into that white part and you're like, okay, I guess I'm done now. But that white part's still kind of nice and refreshing. That was the flavoring that I would get in this rosé on leaf days, and I really enjoyed that, because it wouldn't negate the watermelon. Okay. And then root days are when the moon is moving through an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you get more earthy flavors, which is great for a whole cluster, blah, blah, blah. See, I do enjoy I really nerded out. I had a lot of fun. In the past 2 years. Oh man, dance parties with Argentinos, like, oh my God, you know? Colombianos, sí, Mexicanos, okay, you know, so much fun. But it wasn't me. And eventually I kind of lost me in this context. And looking back, like, even though it wasn't intended to be like a villain in any way, it was kind of I was not me. No. I was a not happy me. I was in survival mode me. So, when I looked and I was like, oh, the Disney Villains deck is the last deck that I gave a reading on, and my kind of like villain, my shadow side came out a lot. Oh God. It's like Ho'oponopono. I keep visualizing people that I like ruffled feathers with, and then like, you know, it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. That's like to anybody out there where my ego has been activated, right? We go through these times. There are phases in our lives where we're just in more survival mode, and there are phases where we're in more thrive mode. And the last time I was in thrive mode was with you guys. So I've been thinking about all of this for years, and I'm back. Hope you're doing really well. On the bottom we've got Shere Khan. It's Tiger as the Emperor. Okay, so this is a tarot deck. And I'm gonna pull 3. Pull 3. All right, so get comfy, get cozy, get your tea, get your snacks, and we're gonna hang out for a bit. Those dance parties, though. I haven't been invited and gone to so many dance parties since like high school. In that year and a half that I worked at that Argentinian restaurant, I don't even know, like a dozen dance parties. I mean, they happened like once a month, if not. It was great. That part was definitely me. That was very, very fun. Yes, yes. Si yo quiero bailar. A mí me encanta bailar. Sí. All right, let's see. So this is a reading to see like what we've been in the past recent few years, maybe even. Could just be a few months. Could be just recent past for you guys. And I want to see like what we're moving into, because with villain, shadow side, which we all have, we've all got shadow sides, right? And sometimes they get seriously activated, especially when you're in fear mode, survival mode. So if any of you have felt like you've been in more of a like survival mode in the past and you want some more clarity around the lessons or validation really around like lessons that you've learned from that experience, here we go. And then we're gonna move into the future here. Okay, so we're moving from villain to protagonist. So antagonist to protagonist. Cool, one's already coming out. Who are you? Ooh, Ace of Coins. That looks like what is that one called? What is that Disney? What is that fable? Where the king is sold clothing, but it's like invisible. These guys totally scam this like king. What is that? Do you know what I'm talking about? The Emperor's New Clothes. The Emperor's New Clothes? Whoa. And we had the Emperor come out first. Okay. So in the most recent past, you could have felt like there was seriously a new beginning where you were going to feel really like on top of things, and especially like in a financial way, like a monetary way. Okay, let's just get 2 more out here. This is a huge deck. My hands don't handle this deck really easily. What else do we need to know about any like antagonistic kind of vibes person you could have gone through, or you could have just been feeling like you've been victimized. There could have been someone in your life that you at first thought like there was going to be this new beginning, and that they were like really someone that you could look up to, like they're the Emperor and they're offering you this Ace of Coins, so this brand new fresh start, and maybe that didn't work out. And maybe that's part of why your antagonist came out. That's how I felt. Like, I do not think of myself as... man, like, my heart's really big. So it was really awkward. We got a lot of tigers and lions coming up. Okay, so we have the 7 of coins. There's Scar. And the hyenas are down below. The hyenas are like cheering. Oh no, the hyenas are like this. Yes, sir. Okay, so some of you have been in similar scenarios here as me. Bless. Oh, another thing, I was doing dishes before this reading, and another message and reason why for this reading that was coming out. Oh no, I just lost it. Oh, come back. Ah! Who thought they had high self-worth and realized over the past years that they indeed do not. Raise your hand. Okay, so this experience was definitely for me to help me to see my value. And if you're in a place where you're not valued, there's no way that you can force people to see your value. Like, you're just straight up not in the right place, and you need to move yourself into an area that you are valued. So a lot of this was based off of not being able to like fully believe in myself. Okay, so if you've been going through that, okay, Two of Swords, we have it in reverse here. So yeah, there's you were offered a new opportunity, okay, and you were kind of like forced to wait. Like, things didn't like the things that you thought were going to happen, they were taking much longer than they should have. Or like gaslit, like you could have been gaslit where you were at. Like, someone thought that you were great. My most recent job, that definitely happened. You know, lots of gaslighting, where like you ask a question and you're given an answer and you're like, okay, cool, rad, yeah. And then like actions are not following those words that you were being told. And in fact, maybe some actions, or like multiple actions, are going against what they told you was gonna happen. Honey, I feel you. I feel you. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse, which is awesome because it's really showing that you're no longer wanting to just sit and be blindfolded and not look at the choice that you have in front of you. Like, for a lot of us, there was a clear choice to get up and go to where your value can be appreciated. But when fear and survival mode are so strong, sometimes it's easier to stay in that known hell than to get yourself up and out of it and try to like struggle to get into a better place, when really truly, like, probably if you just would walk away from that, you'll be caught like by spirit and by the universe and by your guides and God and all that is, right? Cool. Whoa, I need a carrot. Oh, a lot of energy. Feeling a lot of energy in my forehead, right above my right eye. Let's do that for you guys too. Okay, so we're just kind of clearing out some old stagnant emotions, thoughts about this, or if you're currently in a situation like this and these feelings are coming up for you, or if you've had a past experience like this and these feelings are coming up for you. Good. Coming up and out. I've never done that. I didn't know I was going to do this on camera. Nope. But it's happening. So we're going to do it. Okay. Okay. Drink some water. Some tea. This is just an herbal detox tea. Wow. I need to light up a little bit more sage too. So where are we going from here? Give me little mini dick. Oh yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom there from the past. Clearing this deck. Previous info and info. info and information? Thank you, angels and guides, for helping me to deliver really empowering messages. Thank you for helping this to be clear and understandable, bringing the highest good to all. I want to know where we're going from here. A collective that is tuned into this, that is feeling this. And don't you hate it too when like you just feel like you become like a scapegoat? Like how many times I kind of inferred from people that they were like, oh, the vibes. Like we only do good vibes here. And it's like, well, really? Because if you were, I'd be vibing. But you're not, so I'm vibing. Crazy. So you can take accountability for yourself and your actions. And it's okay if you were in scenarios where like others around you, it felt like they couldn't. And with that being said, sometimes like even in the moment, we can't acknowledge those things ourselves, right? It's okay. Like this is like a, man, this is a Ho'oponopono reading. This is a forgive me, I was learning kind of reading. Yes, sir. I'll do whatever you say, sir. Even if it totally drains me, and then I get pissed off and act like kind of a person you don't want to have around, and then you think I'm the problem. No, sir. No, ma'am. Get out of there. Get out of there, okay? All right. Let's go. Thank you for letting this message be clear and understandable. In the most recent past, feeling like you've been oppressed or like you just truly aren't valued for who you are. Okay, 4 of Wands in reverse. This, there's a connection to home life with that. This connection to home life with that. Take that how it resonates. In the present moment, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I hope that crunching didn't pick up too loud. I haven't eaten on camera in I don't know, 2 years. And I got some crunchy veggies. Okay, King of Pentacles upright. I like that. So, we are moving. Let's see if you guys can see the cards here. Okay, we are moving from 4 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles in the near future. Okay. King of Pentacles. We like him. But for many of you, I'm feeling as though that the Queen of Pentacles... For some of you, the King of Pentacles is a person that's about to come into your life to help out with these things, but for some of you, the King of Pentacles is you. Either way, it's nice. It's very, very supportive in financial ways and in everyday life, like living ways. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse for your advice. Some of you are just straight up like done. You're over it. You're burnt out. You're like, I have no passion for this. So if you're in this scenario right now, then this reading is validation for you and like an urge from spirit to get you to open your eyes and maybe like figure out what it is that you truly want to do that makes you feel lit up and alive and really good and like service based. I'm really into service based stuff, which I wasn't for very, like growing up. I didn't understand what that meant. In the past few years, I'm like, oh, I like that. I like service mode. So you just have to find out. And for some of you, you already know what it is that you want to be doing, or you've already been doing it. Maybe you've taken a break from it too, like me, and it's time to get back to it. 30:33 on the clock. 333, so 9 endings, okay? And 3's symbol from spirit. Oh, hi, honey. Message from spirit saying, oh, hi, honey. 333, you need to go, babe. You're safe, honey. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse in the energy around you. 6 of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse. There's another one flipped over in here somewhere. Yeah. What is that? Ooh, Outcome, High Priestess. I like. Do we have any more that flipped in here that I didn't notice? Good. Ooh, yeah. And we got the 9 of Cups in the bottom deck. All right. Hopes and fears that you might still not be able to fully speak your truth and find your community moving forward. The community that you've been a part of, or the community that you've been a part of that is in service mode to this individual or group of individuals that you just feel like this isn't aligned. Like, it's like not necessarily that they're bad or wrong or anything like that. It's just not vibing. And that's okay. Like, that doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. And it doesn't mean anything's wrong with them. It just means you're not vibing, and figure out what lessons you've been needing to learn in this so that you can take those lessons and grow and move forward. Because you're meant to be sharing more of your own intuition and insights. Not like today or tomorrow necessarily. Like, it's okay for you to take your time and think on this and do your own spiritual practices. But there's definitely recognizing that like you don't have any interest in this anymore, and that it's okay to move forward, and you don't have to be afraid of it just not working no matter what. Like, you just take action steps. Okay, so King of Pentacles. You're going to be taking aligned action steps towards what it is that you feel will help you to live the life that you want to live, where you're also like a sovereign ruler over, and not to say ruler over others, like that's the goal, but like you could literally, because of the experience that you've been having, be understanding how it is that, like, if you want to employ people, well, working for someone that just seems misaligned in their own energy, as frustrating or whatever negative feelings you feel in that dynamic, understand that it's working for you down the road, especially if you're wanting to create opportunity for others through the service that you provide. Because typically when you provide a service and you grow or you scale, you have to start to employ people to help you. And so if that's something that you are interested in or foresee for yourself or know for yourself, then seeing what you don't want to do is super valuable. Whoa. 34.49. Let's take another sip of tea really quick. I'm going to use one final deck here just to clarify, because this is like you're re-emerging here, or there's an opportunity for you to come out of this better on the other side. And some of you have gone through this already, and so you're beginning to experience the feelings of being able to breathe, not feeling like you are walking on eggshells all the time. You know, like feeling like you're at peace and feeling joyful and like you are in control a bit more of your time and your energy. Okay, so let's just see a little bit more into the dark here. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I gave myself a reading earlier today, and there's a lot, actually. I'm like trying to think back on that now. There are some similarities here. Okay, so let's clarify. Why is the Four of Wands here in reverse in the recent past? Four of Wands in the recent past, please clarify. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clarifying the Four of Wands in the past. Good. So we've got the Universe, which is the World card, in reverse. Okay, so there's something that should have ended that didn't. And then we've got the Lovers card. For some of you, this is also like someone that you live with, whether it is family, friend, romantic partner. There's something in this dynamic, in this living situation. And for some of you, definitely like it's a romantic living situation where like the sir, yes, sir, just like, or the ma'am, yes, ma'am, just like, you know, it's not working. That one is maybe harder to get out of. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that how it resonates, right? But I do have like goosebumps everywhere right now. So let's do this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, right? She a taker, honey. She don't nurture anybody. Nah. She just wants more and more and more and more and more. And she likes to be the center of attention too. Let's just be clear about that, even though she'd act like she doesn't. She wants to be the center of attention. We've got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's something here that has ended. Even if it hasn't played out yet, there's a divide. There's a divide. Okay, so let's talk about the King of Pentacles moving forward. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which I saw on the bottom of my other deck. As you step into alignment with yourself and with your goals and with the vision of the future that you have, the workplace, the home life, the place in your life where this not vibing dynamic is taking place is going to end. It's going to shift, right? And that needs to happen. In most cases, that needs to happen so that you can move into a space and a dynamic where you are allowed to be you and to truly like shine and help others through being you and shining. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Ace of Wands in reverse. Advice. Recognizing that you're just not feeling it anymore. And it's not even that you're not feeling it. It's like you're feeling those effects and it doesn't feel good, right? So why is this Ace of Wands here in reverse, please? It's the advice card. Okay. The Moon. Yeah. You're no longer going to like hide into that dark or be afraid in that space. Like there's a recognition of, I see what I need to do. I'm going to move away from this shadow state and move into a more supportive area for me to be, to exist, to coexist. Around you, you've got 4 of Pentacles in reverse, so someone's opening up a little bit more. Maybe actually like saying too much. We have the World and we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm sorry, not the World, the Wheel of Fortune. We have Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Wands in reverse. The wishy-washy, that the hot and cold energy, like you're done. It's time to move out, away from that. Some of you really are moving out. Okay, we're gonna talk about the Queen of Swords in reverse plus the 6 of Cups in reverse. It's like, this dynamic provides for me in this way, and so but if I end it and leave it even though I'm unhappy, I might totally be screwed. You know, like there's like a fear around that. But that's fear speaking. So let's clarify the hopes there. With the 3 of Pentacles, yeah, you're really wanting cooperation. And we have that Ace of Wands in reverse again. Really, really would like to have your torch lit. Okay. Ben Folds 5, Philosophy. The piano's playing in my head right now, and there are lyrics in that song. I've got my philosophy. It keeps my feet on the ground. There's something about a torch in that song, and like your torch has been put out. You've been snuffed out. And so you want to be able to move into a cooperative space where your torch can get relit. Hold on. Snack break. Bathroom break. Okay, Ben Folds. Philosophy lyrics. Won't you look up at the skyline at the mortar block and glass and check out the reflections in my eyes? You see, they always used to be there even when this all was grass, and I sang and danced about a high rise. And you were laughing at my helmet hat, laughing at my torch. Go ahead, you can laugh all you want. I've got my philosophy. It keeps my feet on the ground. And I trust it like the ground. That's why my philosophy keeps me walking when I'm falling down. I see that there is evil and I know that there is good, and the in-betweens I never understood. Won't you look at me? I'm crazy, but I get the job done. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I get the job done. I say, go ahead, you can laugh all you want. I've got my philosophy. And I trust it like the ground. That's why my philosophy keeps me walking when I'm falling down. You were laughing at my helmet hat, laughing at my torch. So some of you, it wasn't even that they were laughing at your torch, they just straight up snubbed it. They're like, yeah, nah, we're not having that energy here. You are going to do what I want you to do. Sir, yes, sir. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. You want a paycheck? You'll do it my way. Ah, shit. Okay, the High Priestess is the outcome card. Beautiful outcome card. I love it. Why is the High Priestess here, honey? You can trust in your intuition, dude. Come on, bro. Bro. I got 2 cards. Did I get that? 4 when I said bro. Princess of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yikes! She's scary. Man, I was Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh. That's when an Aries gets angry, is when their Queen of Wands is in reverse. Man. Okay, but why is the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Prince of Wands? It's kind of like, so if that, okay. If you found yourself becoming resentful, becoming frustrated, becoming angry, becoming a little spicy, a little sharp, a little pokey, a little, I'm not going to do that. Maybe you started to gaslight. Like, there was this dynamic where honestly, like, at some point in time where you're just giving and giving and trying and they're not giving or reciprocating it or telling you things, and then you're like, why isn't this happening? Like you said, like, this is happening completely opposite of what you said. Like, we kind of had an agreement here, right? They're like, agreement? You're my slave. You know, if you feel like that, it probably also maybe brought out your Queen of Wands in reverse, honey. And so if that's the case, and you like me are recognizing that that happened, because it did happen. It happened. And you're ho'oponoponoing it. And you're owning up to it. And you want to move forward. And then again, it's about seeing and recognizing the intuitive lessons in being that villain, turning into the villain. For some of you, you might have stepped up and been like Shere Khan and been like, well, I'm the emperor of I'm the queen of my own show, so you can't. This is an opportunity to go back and kind of like restart again. And there's a bit of like a do-over. So with Princess of Wands in this deck, she is representing the Page of Wands. Oh yeah, that did come up in my reading earlier too. Whoa. Yeah, the Page of Wands, and on top of the Page of Wands was the King of Wands. Sometimes when you take a break for something and you want to dive back into it, at least like I've taken this approach many a time in my life and I enjoy this, I'll go backwards and then go back a little bit further and start over at like more of a basic level again, and like kind of like relearn again or remind myself of those steps to take to get back to the level that I was at, that I was really enjoying, so that it can go further into the next level. So it's like if you're queen, if the power within you and the knowingness within you and your heart and the way that you show up and your passion was flip-flopped on you in a way, or you felt like, whoa, what is happening here? Why am I feeling like I'm not being understood? And well, let me try harder to prove myself, and then like it just like turns you into that Queen of Wands in reverse. Say thank you. I didn't realize that my ego is still this large. I will work on that. With separation, I'll be able to. And let me actually like take it back even further down a notch and like kind of like go back to the basics again. Like, let's like revamp the personal like routine and make sure that I'm doing my spiritual practices and get more of that like page energy going again, because then that will allow you to kind of like rocket up into that queen energy that you were at when you were feeling upright and in your power, and past that into that king energy. just know that you're safe here in this space. I'm safe here in this space. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm just so, so grateful for all of the lessons that have been learned through these experiences, and I hope that you can take that for yourself as well. I'm going to end the reading here. I really, really hope that this helps if it resonated. Feel free to comment below, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to sage some more, honey. I'm just going to close you out with some more sage, honey. We're just going to sage it up, okay? I missed you guys. I'm glad to be back. See you in the next video. Goodbye.